Welcome to About Time, a Doctor Who podcast. I'm Stephen, and usually I'm joined by my boyfriend Ben. Today, however... Hello, welcome back, and today I'm joined by Ianto.
Hello.
Frequent guest on the podcast, and also co-host of the 9th Degree, an Inside Number 9 podcast that we do together. Check that out if you like Inside Number 9. Hello, Ianto. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, ticking along.
Good, good.
Happy New Year at time of
yes.
listening.
Oh, are we in the future? Exciting.
We are, yes. We haven't even had Christmas yet at time of recording, but yeah.
Oh, thanks for having me back.
You're welcome. You're always welcome. Quite exciting because we're here to talk about the brand new Doctor Who spin-off.
More Who, yay.
Yeah. So the war between the land and the sea. Bit of a mouthful, I always think.
It is. I mean, spoilers, I'm loving this series, but the title isn't my favourite bit about it.
No. Even abbreviating it to the letters, like, tublats, like...
Yeah, I've heard people refer to it as twatblat. A lot.
Yes.
Like, oh. And it is a bit confusing, I suppose, to the, non-fans that don't really know what's going on. But I wonder whether that was intentional as well to try and confuse people. They might watch it because they're confused by what it is.
Their interest, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, I'm loving it as well. At time of recording, we've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Indeed.
So we're trying to sort of keep it fresh, and I thought it would be good to record this before seeing the whole series.
Yeah.
So we're talking about episode 1 today, Homo Aqua. The first thing I want to talk about is the opening theme and the titles.
Yes.
Which are very cool.
They are. It's very grand, I feel.
Yeah.
The music.
Yeah, I love it. So it's Lorne Balfe, the composer, who also did his Dark Materials for Bad Wolf.
I loved his Dark Materials. The music in that was fantastic.
I know. The titles for that go on forever, but
they do.
They're worth it. They're so amazing, and the music's so amazing.
Yeah, they definitely are. I can see the similarities.
Yeah. Some of it does sound very sort of, they've clearly tried to make this sort of exotic sort of sound for this culture, this Sea Devil culture that's so removed from our culture.
Yeah, and I'm hoping we get to see some of that.
I think probably next episode.
I'm thinking so. Hoping so.
And also it's interesting, given that we had Legend of the Sea Devils not that long ago.
Yeah.
To see them.
I wonder if, because that hadn't even aired by the point of Russell being announced as coming back, had it? I wonder if he might have even been planning this and then being like, oh, you're doing that as well. Oh, well. We'll see how that works out.
Who knows? We open with these Spanish fishermen who accidentally catch a sea devil. I found you jump straight into the action and stuff happening.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of build-up.
Yeah, and I liked that it was the opposite of what you kind of thought was going to happen. That you often get in films where, you'll have some sea trawler or whatever, and then suddenly it'll, get pulled under the water or something. That it was the other way around of they caught the bad guy in inverted commas. Rather than, I expected they were going to get all killed or something.
Yes. But yeah, I did definitely think it was the whole episode kind of just launches straight into it, and you kind of have to kind of work things out as you go along and what's going on.
Yeah. Which,
if Ben ever gets around to watching this, I think he'll quite like, because
a lot happens.
He normally complains about slow starts of things.
Yeah.
I quite like a slow start, to be fair, because I like to sort of find my bearings and...
Yeah. But I can see both sides, but yeah. I think this does a really good job of lots happening.
Yeah.
Yet you've still got a lot of characters being introduced and there's a lot of groundwork being laid.
My next note says Russell Tovey in bed.
We can hope.
Well, yes. It's a nice introduction to his character.
Indeed. Of Barclay, our protagonist for this series.
Yes. I've had a lot of thoughts about his name. Barclay Pierre Dupont, which again is a bit of a mouthful. I'm not going to make the joke that just popped into my head.
I was contemplating it.
I was like, yeah, it's right there, but no, we'll just leave it implied, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, his name is super interesting. I was like, it's such a long, kind of complicated name. And then I was like, well, Pierre is the French form of Peter, which means rock. And Dupont is like, Pont means bridge.
Yeah.
So I'm like, with what happens to him, he ends up being the kind of land ambassador. He's like forming a bridge.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that's quite clever.
Yeah, I wondered if there was more to his name than that, but yeah, that makes sense. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that's intentional because that's very like...
It's an odd name to pick if it wasn't.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, he's the bridge between the land and the sea in a way.
He is. I like it.
And yeah, great to have Russell Tovey in it. He's a great actor.
He is. Often found working with Russell in some way, shape or form. Russell's working together.
Yes. Yeah, I know it's just me being on brand, but he does just get better looking with age, doesn't he? Better and better looking.
Yeah, he's not bad to look at.
Yeah. So yes, his character, he has a child, non-binary child called Kirby.
Yes, I didn't realise that until the second watch.
That
they were non-binary. To go against all of the Daily Mail horrible people, it's not been like shoved down your throat, it's not been made a big deal of.
No, it was very subtly just there. Yeah.
It just happens to be.
It was just a thing, yeah. But also like Barclay and his, estranged wife or whatever, they're so clearly like comfortable with it and just up with it and okay with it.
Yeah, they don't make any slip-ups or anything. Or
no,
anything they shouldn't.
Using the correct pronouns. And then they have that lovely bit later where they're sort of having the banter and joking about gay water, which is like, it's just family banter, isn't it? It's quite funny. They're like allies, and they're sort of, they've earned that right to make that kind of joke. Like,
yeah. And it's so Russell, like the family thing again. Like, I feel like we've missed for a while.
We have.
Like, he seems to have got that a lot better in this series. The family dynamic working.
Yes.
So he gets picked up. Is this the street that the ex-wife lives on?
Donna Street.
Is this the same street as the Star Beast?
Yeah, it looks exactly like it.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Are there only about 4 roads in Cardiff?
Apparently, that they're allowed to film on at night, yeah.
It's a street full of people that don't protest and kick up a fuss. When they bring out all the cranes and the giant lamps.
Yeah, I definitely thought the same.
I think is it possibly the same street as in Years and Years as well? I think it might be the same one he lives on in that.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah.
I've not watched that for a while. I need to rewatch it.
It looks very familiar.
So there's this kind of, I want to say running joke, but it's not really a joke, but the fact that he's been brought into this by accident.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to be there.
No, he's like the understudy stepping in. Like,
yeah.
Poor Roger Trevidic.
Yeah, he was only supposed to do that once for like one very basic thing.
Yeah.
And now he's just been stuck. He gets called in for everything.
It makes me worried about UNIT if they're making simple mistakes like this.
Yes, well, that's people for you, isn't it?
They need Donna sorting out HR.
Yes. Yes. I'm not even going to get on to, where is Donna?
Well, who knows?
Where's Mel? Where's everyone?
All the children that she's employing.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? They're on a mission somewhere. They're in the Himalayas fetching rhododendrons. I feel sorry for poor Roger. If nothing else, the amount of times he's had to tell people how to spell his surname must be infuriating.
Yeah, Russell does love a funny name, doesn't he? Although I say Russell, we must remember Pete McTighe writing a lot of it. So I don't know what the balance is there, how much...
I think it said that he wrote this one. Russell wrote this one, didn't he?
Did he?
I don't know, obviously, how much they'll have overlapped, though, maybe, but...
Yeah.
Poor Roger.
Yeah. But I do like that as a device, that like we've got someone who isn't part of the military and isn't really supposed to be there, so doesn't understand what's going on from a lot of it.
Yeah. And it does sort of work. It makes sense that some corporate slip-up would mean that this would happen, even on the grand scale of something like UNIT or the government or whatever. Especially the government. Yeah, well, yeah. I did get a bit confused by Pip that seems to sort of know him, but also not. Like, he calls him over, and why would he know him? Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I got the impression that he knew him, or if he was just like chatting to him, like maybe because they were on the same mission. Maybe.
I got the impression that they sort of knew each other, but I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. Poor little Pip. Twink of the week.
Yeah, he doesn't last long, does he?
No.
No pun intended.
Calm down. Let's be Kill of the Dead.
So also very exciting, nice kind of deep cut really, having Colonel Pierce back from Children of Earth.
Yeah, he's grown up a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's a lot nicer now.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
Yeah.
I remember him being a bit of a dick in Children of Earth.
Yes.
Although it has been a while since I've watched it.
Hopefully he's learnt from that.
Yeah, but I suppose that is like, a scary number of years ago. So I'm hoping that that gets some sort of a reference at some point.
Yes. Yes.
Because it feels like, why bring him back if you're not going to in some way reference it?
Yeah. A reference would be nice.
Yeah.
But even if they don't, I think it's just nice to remind us that this is all part of the same universe and that he would be there. I mean, you could do that with so many people though, like, like Martha or whatever, like.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always work out like that, but.
Yeah, there's been loads of them. Like, what's her name? I can't remember her name from Turn Left and Planet of the Dead.
Arisa Magumbo.
That's the one. Yeah. I loved her. I wish she'd come back.
Yeah.
She was great.
Yeah, she's probably too expensive for Doctor Who now.
Oh, is she? She's becoming big. Oh.
Yeah. And then there's Sergeant Chakri as well, who's a bit annoyed that Barclay's there when, she's had to do all this training and everything.
Yeah, it must be infuriating.
Yeah.
Like, I've worked really hard to get here and you got here by a typo, essentially. And he's got to meet the Doctor, if briefly, which I get from her reaction that she possibly hasn't. Yes.
It's funny, though, the moment he says, I met the Doctor once, you get this moment, and when I was first watching it, I thought, oh, we're going to have some cool story about how he was a child and the Doctor, came across him or something, but it's, I literally just walked past him in the lobby of the unit.
Yeah. And I like that you don't get a flashback or anything, so it could in theory be any Doctor, other than Jodie, because he says he. But, all he says is vibrant, I think is the word.
Vivid.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been 6. He's pretty vivid.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot of them, really.
It could have been.
I mean, 1 and 2 are black and white, so I suppose it probably wasn't them.
Yeah, you'd think it would be any HD onwards. Would be.
Yeah.
For me, I personally just assumed it was Shooty because...
I did as well, yeah.
Because they said about last year in the tower, it's very much like during that season.
I mean, it probably is, yeah. But in theory, any Doctor can have visited any time. All of them could have been there at some point or other.
Yeah. That's such a can of worms, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Let's not go there.
It does get very confusing.
Yeah. I like it that it was a little moment, but it wasn't off-putting for someone that has just joined this for the first time, doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, knows nothing about Doctor Who. Yeah. And they have very much marketed it as that.
Yes.
You don't have to know anything about Doctor Who.
I feel like none of the marketing I've seen has implied that it's anything to do with Doctor Who.
No, which is probably to its benefit.
Probably. Everyone that knows that it's to do with Doctor Who is going to be watching it anyway. So it can only really help. Probably.
But it's had great ratings, hasn't it, for the first opening 2 episodes?
Yeah.
Which is really good.
Other than the obvious ones, like the Daily Mail and co., I've not seen anything that's had anything particularly bad to say about it.
I haven't seen anything, to be honest. I don't even know what the Daily Mail have said.
Obviously, they hated it for the likes of, it's preachy and all this sort of stuff.
Saying it's woke and that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But they'd written that before they even saw it,
of course,
I imagine. So I'm going to ignore their opinion, as I do with everything.
Yeah, as
you
should with everything, yes.
Yeah. But going back to Barclay and meeting the Doctor and stuff, so he's grade 10, he says, and he just books taxis and things. What does he know? And also, what does anyone know about UNIT at this point?
Yeah, and what does he know about who the Doctor is?
And what UNIT do? And
well, I think it's...
Are UNIT publicly known to be dealing with aliens at this point?
I think at this point in the chronology they are.
Must be.
Yes.
Yeah. Because it's not like they hide.
No, now they've got
a fuck-off giant building with a name on the side of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the helicopters have the logo on the tails and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I think times have changed a lot since the Brigadier's days and that, where, it was a lot was about sort of hushing things up and keeping things,
Yeah.
But now you can't really avoid it.
Yeah, because that's what I wondered, whether the rumour is that they deal with aliens, or whether it's actually confirmed at this point, but yeah.
Well, I guess anyone who works there, right down to the likes of Barclay, would have to sign, the Official Secrets Act or something.
I suppose that's true, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And he's level 10. What's level 1? There's a big gap between 1 to 10, if he's still deemed pretty low down.
Oh, well, to be perfectly honest, I'd assumed it was the other way around. I thought it was going up to 1 being the highest.
Oh, okay.
But that's just my assumption.
That would make sense, yeah, actually.
Because, you're right. That would be who's on grade 1, like the cleaners and
Yeah, and that's a lot of...
Yeah.
There must be a lot of ranks if he doesn't know anything and he's ranked 10.
Yeah, no, I think it's...
Kate's at like 260.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like Kate must be like grade 1 and
Yeah.
then going down to 10. Yeah.
Probably.
So yes, this dead body of a sea devil that the people who found it, they tried to exploit it and make money out of it.
Yep.
That's very sort of typical, like exactly what would happen.
Annoyingly human. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like going back to the old days where you had the like mummified mermaids and all those sorts
yeah.
of things that they would show off, isn't it?
Roll up, roll up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bardem style. Just sad, but it would happen.
It would, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think we need to talk about what for me is the elephant in the room. In fact, the very title of this episode, Homo Aqua.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
I like it. I understood what people moaned about, that it's all woke and we're, changing names of things and blah, 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 blah. But isn't that all... They've never had a name before. They've never...
Exactly. They've never had a name, yeah.
And they've never stated their own name.
No, they haven't, yeah.
And at this point, they still haven't, to be honest.
No.
But...
it's still humans coming up with a name for them.
Yeah, it kind of frustrated me that there's that woman that seems her only job is to name things. That came up with stuff later. And I was like, you're picking names for these people that are literally in front of you and you could ask.
You could ask, yeah.
Yeah, what would you like us to refer to you as?
That is so true. That is so true.
No, we'll call you Big Fish. Like,
yeah. That's very true.
It really wound me up, that.
That is really true.
And it's not like at this point we've even established that they can speak our language even. They can say in our language what they want us to call them.
Yeah.
I mean, they might like Sea Devil. It might sound badass, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
It did sort of annoy me, General Pierce being like, oh, we're better than calling them Sea Devils, which is good. Calls them Homo Aqua, great. They say, oh, actually, it should be this. He goes, oh, well, they look like that. That's what I'm calling them.
Yeah.
Sort of feels like it negates his point.
I know exactly what you mean. Yes. It's ego for him, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's trying to go with something that sounds more scientific, but that is, accessible. And then the actual scientist tells him what actually it should be. And I think it's just an excuse, isn't it? Because Russell and or Pete have clearly thought, well, Homo Aqua is the best term for them. Mm-hmm. But they also recognise that it doesn't really scientifically make any sense. So they're trying to sort of lampshade it and say, well, actually, no, that doesn't make sense. And then have a character just be like, that's what it's called,
Yeah, I suppose.
For me, I like the fact that they've gone down this route of giving them a different name.
Yeah.
But I do think Homo Aqua is a bit silly.
It doesn't roll off the tongue in quite the same way.
No. If we just skip ahead to that bit, you were talking about the woman who was naming everything. When Salt appears, she calls her... Well, first she says Homo morpha sapiens.
Yeah.
Or to simplify, Homo amphibian. And to me, neither of those makes any sense.
No.
Because sapiens is intelligent, and Homo morpha means shaped like a man.
Yeah.
So intelligent and shaped like a man means nothing about this creature.
Yeah.
And Homo amphibian doesn't make sense because the Homo aqua are amphibious as well, because they can breathe on the land as well.
Yeah.
So what's distinguishing them from them?
Nothing.
It makes absolutely no sense.
It doesn't. Yeah. It feels like it was a quick Google on a Latin translator, and they just said, that sounds about right. Why not?
Yeah, that bit really, really annoyed me. But I did like the Piscimorpha grandis joke.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
That actually works.
And then the joke.
What the fuck are they?
I don't know, but I like them.
What the
They
fuck
look
are
cool.
those massive fish?
I feel like they're going to have to be relevant, because you wouldn't put all that work into the CGI of them if they didn't have a purpose.
They're creepy.
Yeah. If they were just meant to be some sort of guards, you'd have had more of the regular Homo Aqua just in maybe a different colour or something.
Yes.
But to have an entire CGI character.
Yeah, I am interested to see where this goes in, like,
Me too.
why we've got these 3 different types of life form.
I understand why we had 2, because we've got to have one that looks like the originals-ish.
Yeah.
And Salt is then to be a bit more of a...
humanised.
Face of it, literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting that you've got the 3rd.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And then we've got this situation with the pearls that they keep going on about. That we seem to get a very long explanation about Cleopatra and stuff. He's like, that could be important, write it down. Like, well, that's coming in episode 4/5, I reckon.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but I'm sure that'll be relevant somehow.
Yeah, we'll come back to that later. Put a pin in it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, decontamination. That's just there for no reason and not explained, which presumably to me says that is going to be the crux of how it's all fixed.
Oh.
It's somehow this decontamination that they always need to do with the purple lights.
Okay.
That's what I'm putting my money on as being incredibly relevant at the end.
We will see how right you are. And of course, by the time this goes out, people will know if you're right or not.
Yeah, so feel free to laugh. I take a pause while you all laugh now.
Applaud, yeah.
Yeah, either or. It just feels very strange, and it's not like they've even given a quick techno-babble explanation of why they're doing it.
No.
It's just, we do this.
Yeah, and they've got plenty of time. They could have done that.
Yeah.
Because I am enjoying this, the fact that, we've got these 5 episodes to breathe and tell this story.
Yeah.
It's such a refreshing change from the last couple of seasons of Doctor Who, where it has felt a bit like there's these huge stories that they're trying to cram into 45 minutes.
Yeah, and you've got this giant entity that's stronger than anything, blah, 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 introduced in one episode, dealt with in that episode, gone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this series is nearly as long as the other series that we've had.
Yeah.
And this is one story. Obviously,
yes.
bigger story, but yeah.
And there's been talk about, online about whether Doctor Who needs to go down this more serialised route again.
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
I'd be up for that, yeah.
If we got, say, 2 series a year that were 4 episodes or something.
Yeah.
But one story rather than 1 8-episode series individuals, I think would be much better.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree. Yeah, or at least it's worth a try. And if they try it and it doesn't really work, then fair enough. But
yeah,
I think like Flux, for example, is probably the best of the Chibnall era for me.
Yeah, I can see. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I can see what it was trying to do.
Yeah, and obviously you have to take into account the constraints of COVID they were going with. But
yeah, before it aired, I was all for that. I want that style. I think that's much more interesting. Yeah, not the greatest fan of what happened, but yeah, the style great. Yeah,
I think it started great. It maybe went downhill, but yeah,
I think it tried to overcomplicate it for itself, but hey.
So yeah, I kept seeing all these things in this episode that reminded me of things from the Whoniverse from other episodes. So the 2 soldiers that get sucked under the water, the ground that turns into water or whatever.
Yeah.
Very Hungry Earth.
Yeah, I'd not because obviously Silurian's similar. Yeah, I'd not considered that actually.
Yeah. And then similarly, when Colonel Pierce was trying to radio to them, and then he was saying, Corporal Morgan, Private Abdallah, please report your location. And then the audio was coming from really close by. It's just like that bit in Silence in the Library when River's trying to find Miss Evangelista.
Yeah.
And that she's right there and you can hear it echoing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like these little devices that have come up again. And you'd have to be a real nerd to notice that. But yeah, that's what we're here for. They look very cool when they're all emerging from the sea.
Yes.
And interesting that they've all got this sort of staff.
The staff was really cool.
It's kind of like Poseidon imagery.
Yeah, with all the moss on it and like barnacles and things.
Yeah. I don't know what it's for.
No.
Why they've all got it, but...
They need a prop.
Yeah.
I did love that scene. It was very tense. I was waiting for one of them to disagree rather than agree to everything.
Oh, yes.
I was a little bit confused how it went agree, but we don't agree.
Yeah, I think what they're saying is agree that we will stop, we won't be hostile, but we don't agree fundamentally that, the way we're treating the planet, basically. Right. I think that's what they were going for. What do we think about the design then of these creatures?
I like it.
Yeah, I love it.
They did a fantastic job, especially the practical effects when you see them up close. Because I was concerned because when they recently brought them back for Legend of the Sea Devils and they stuck so faithfully, and I'm like, I'm sure you people love this from the 70s, but I'm not such a fan if I'm honest.
Yeah. It was weird because it was like faithful, but then CGI-fied and sort of, yeah.
Yeah, and I worried how you were going to get enough like emotion through them if they were the sole focus of a 5-episode story. Like you can deal with it in an episode, it's fine.
Yeah.
But if they need to actually be a believable, like emotional situation going on with the daft beaks and stuff, I'm like, no, I really liked it.
Yeah, me too. I love the webbed fingers, when it was so close up and you could see the webbed hands.
And under, like, in their armpits, like, connecting to the arms to the body as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really cool.
Really well done. Really well done.
I saw as well, the lightning wasn't planned. That just happened, apparently, during filming.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh. Epic.
Yeah. This is great film, this.
Yeah.
It really adds to it as well. I mean, I don't know whether they're obviously planning on doing that anyway, but yeah, apparently it just happened. It is a great scene.
Yeah, it's really good.
Although, what happened to all their berets? I want them to have berets again. Unit. Sorry, not the Sea Devils.
I was thinking of... I was picturing sea devils in berets.
Sorry.
Like, what?
Sorry. Yeah, the TikToks make themselves, don't they? You can edit them together.
Yeah. I'm now picturing a sea devil with like a beret and like a French accent and a baguette under its arm. Like, instead of a staff, it's a baguette.
Le Maire de Ville or whatever.
Yeah.
De Ville de Mer or whatever
That's
it is.
Yeah. Which also sounds like a drag queen name.
No, Unit, I mean, with the berets. They used to be green and then they had red ones and now they don't. Oh,
yes. Yeah. I do miss them.
Yeah, did they die with Ross? I don't know.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Ross.
Yeah.
I like the witness protocol that they have. That's quite a nice idea for what they say with Barclay and how in times of important events that someone should stand witness. I wonder if they've learnt from the likes of the 456 and stuff that this shouldn't always necessarily be a secret. This is how bad things happen if we don't, if we're not held accountable.
That is very true. That's a very good point. Although I question, Barclay was there by mistake, so if he hadn't been there, who were they going to grab?
Would they have bothered?
Who were they going to get,
Yeah, local fisherman, here's a camera. And it's one of those rules that I imagine if it's a serious threat, they ignore it and don't tell anyone. And retcon anyone that does happen to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that the generals become a bit more philosophical with the whole, like, mistakes are meant to happen and that's how the world grows and stuff.
Yeah. I just love the scale and the size and the feel of the scope of it all, which the music really helps with that, and the cinematography and the way that, you see all the crashing waves and all these massive landscapes. And, this sense of history, like you just said about that's how history is made. Yeah, it's really cool.
It does feel like a turning point. And, I'm very curious as to how this is going to work out in terms of, is this going to be a thing that impacts the show in general? Like, the Hooniverse in general? Because, yes, we've had the similar sort of situation with the Zygons, but they can look like people, so we can kind of forget that they exist. Whereas, if you've just got random Homo Aqua swimming around in rivers and stuff, I guess we just say that they probably all just go back underwater and we never see them again.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It feels a bit bigger than that, at the moment at least.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
So there's another character here. We've got this sort of tech geek, played by George Robinson.
Yes.
From Sex Education.
Yeah, it took me a little minute. I was like, I know him from somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fun.
He was fun.
With his little sarcastic comments.
Yeah. Did we learn their language? I don't think so. In our defence, though, the Sea Devils Homo Aqua have been planning this, presumably. Yeah. So they probably have been learning our language for a little while.
True.
We've had a few days.
I find that whole thing about the alien language, or not alien in this case, but the different languages quite interesting. And, it's a huge, it's ridiculous that, from a few words you could extrapolate the meaning. Language. Yeah. It's
incredible tech, though, if they could do that.
Yes.
I know it's necessary. They need to.
It's necessary for the plot, but it does make me laugh that they're like, obviously, need I even say it, but that's what we're here for. So I'm going to say it's obviously very Christmas Invasion, the Sycorax translation.
Yeah, they had that about, 20... Oh, God, that's 20 years ago.
20 years ago. It is 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago. So they've been working on that. They can get it down from a 2-second soundbite. Yeah.
But yeah, it was very, very similar with, you hear the unintelligible and then you hear someone reading out what it is. And it works so well. It works so well in Christmas Invasion. It works so well now.
It does. I wonder if it's something they've nicked from the TARDIS. When you consider that bits of the TARDIS were kicking around at UNIT for however long in the 70s.
True.
Did they steal bits of it? Or
That is true.
And they've been working on it for decades.
Maybe. Yeah.
It was just a console kicking around in a cupboard for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then again with the references, when they start building the tank, the sort of ambassadorial suite.
Yeah.
So like Children of Earth.
So like that. To the point I wondered if it was meant to be the same building. I don't think
it does look very similar, doesn't it? I did wonder that.
I don't think it is, though.
No, I don't think it is. But no, that it's built to their instructions as well, which this 456 was very specific, like, build this to our instructions.
I have questions. I don't understand how this tank works. In terms of, so presumably there must be like vacuum pumps to pump the air out, obviously for the water to be able to go uphill. So we'll ignore that for starters. But how? So this water is perfectly clear and purified, yet is apparently just a pipe attached to the Thames. So how is it being purified if they can just swim straight into it? I don't really understand where the purifying bit comes in.
Yeah.
There just seems to be a tube that sticks into the Thames.
It does,
and they swim
it?
up it, and it's clear throughout the entire pipe.
Who knows?
Where does it get purified?
Yeah, I can't answer that.
I was confused. And I know they've made all these specifications. Why aren't we just on a beach somewhere? Or, like, you know, anywhere where there's water? Why have we gone to this faff?
Yeah.
When they don't seem to like it anyway. I know, jumping ahead to the next episode, but like, they don't want to be there. Aren't there other places we could have done this?
Yeah. Part of me thinks, you know, the writing of it, they just wanted the imagery of that, because it is very good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm slightly concerned about the structural integrity of this building they've just knocked a hole through. There's apparently no care for the ceiling at all.
No. I also like how, you know, very Russell from his first era, and has continued with Lucky Day in season 2 as well. The way that they incorporate the news coverage. And obviously these days as well, including social media and like TikTok sort of thing. It's a great way of just showing the scale as well of all the interest in it.
Yeah. And it is sad how true a lot of those comments are of just kill the fish and all this stuff. And I'm like, that's really sad.
Yeah.
Like, that would be what most people would say.
Yeah.
But it does give us our returning character.
Trinity Wells.
Trinity Wells! In yet another spin-off. Bless her, she gets about.
She does. She's been in all of them now, apart from Class.
Apart from Class, but no one wanted to be in Class, apparently. So, well, I mean, none of the been in, like, I think it was Julian Bleach is the only other one, isn't he, that's been in everything?
And the trickster guy, Paul Mark Davis, I think.
Oh, yes. Oh, he had been in Class, hasn't he?
Yeah, oh, yeah, he's the only one then.
Well, maybe he's the only one then to have been in everything.
Apart from this.
Well, so far.
As far as we know, so far.
Maybe he's one of the big fish.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I'm glad that she was back.
Yeah, always nice to see her back, even though she's...
Yeah, hateful American.
Gone off the deep end a little bit. But...
Yeah, nut job. But anyway, yeah.
And yeah, all our unit... Well, some of our unit favourites are
Yeah,
back.
they seem to have a revolving cast, don't they?
Yes.
And whenever you get a whole new bunch put in, I'm like, well, which one of these is the evil one?
Which one's the Harbinger, yes.
Yeah. Have we checked? What are all their surnames? I got a point on Only Connect on the wall last week or this week or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because one of the words was Arbinger.
Oh, yes, I saw that. Yes.
And they were all had H in front of to make other words as the group.
Yeah.
It's like, spotting Pantheon Harbingers has helped.
Yeah.
But yes, Mrs. Bingham. I don't know why, but it surprised me that she was married.
I thought that.
Like, it would have been referenced in some way.
Yeah. I was like, oh, Mrs.
Yeah. That was weird.
Yeah.
It was nice that Kate wasn't there immediately. It felt a lot more real that she wasn't just immediately on scene when they didn't know how severe it was.
Yeah, that is true. Because I was expecting to see her a lot earlier, but it makes sense that she wouldn't.
Until they know the severity of it.
Exactly, yeah. Because there must be so many things like that going on all the time that she can't be everywhere.
No, yeah. She's got to be there for when serious shit hits the fan. I like seeing her, and it's more a comment for the second episode, but her being not sort of in view of the Doctor, like what she's like when she's just being herself.
Yeah.
And like not having to sort of, you know, put on the happy face and not treat it like it's a kids' programme, effectively.
Yeah. It's a bit like Captain Jack when he was in Torchwood. Different to how he was in Doctor Who, in front of the Doctor.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like she gets quite dark at points and you're not quite sure what she's going to do. So I very much enjoyed that. She's fantastic. And she's been in it for so long now.
She has, yeah. In fact, I was just thinking the next series that Ben and I cover is her first appearance.
Yeah.
And I can't believe we've got there.
Yeah. Power 3? Yeah. She's a great character. I'm really happy that she's still
She
about.
is. I used to not really be a fan, but I think she's grown on me recently.
Yeah.
Especially in this. Like, she's been brilliant in this so far.
I was worried that she was getting the chop in Power of the Doctor.
Yeah.
In that So she came in a Chibnall episode, and I was like, is Chibnall at the end going to take his character with him kind of thing? So I'm glad he didn't and that she's still about.
She's been given some very strange lines in recent years, like, there will be birds, and, sometimes I think we're all your children.
Yeah, that was a great one, wasn't it?
But she gives it her all for every line that she gets given, even if it's gibberish.
She tries.
Yeah. Obviously, as well, we've got the Prime Minister, Harry Shaw, played by Vincent Franklin.
Of Cucumber fame.
Yes. or Russell bringing in all his old colleagues.
Ones he trusts.
Yeah. And obviously, we can assume that the Prime Minister will have a much bigger role as things go forward. Yeah,
because he wouldn't have been introduced with a pretty big name to not use him.
No.
So, yeah. And we know how much Russell hates the government and big business and all that kind of stuff. So I'm assuming something's going to go horrible.
Looking forward to seeing where that goes.
Yeah.
And so we talked about the design of the Homo Aqua, but then we get the character Salt appear. Obviously, quite a different design.
Very different. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, I get that they want something that can emote and that you can relate to.
Yeah.
But things like that always make me think it's a bit convenient that they happen to look so human.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'd have maybe gone a little bit more on the prosthetics. Not loads more, but I'd have given her something. I don't know what. I like it. I don't really have an issue too much, but I'd have maybe gone a little bit more on the face.
Yes. But I'm loving Gugu Mbatha-Raw's performance.
Yeah.
She's really good.
How just quiet and still, but so much power she's got when she wants to.
Yes, and also so otherworldly.
She is in total command of that room.
I love it.
And I love the fins on the side of her head. How they all they stand up when she's angry and they calm down when Barclay's talking. And yeah, I don't think the design's perfect, but what they have done I really enjoy.
Yeah, I would agree.
The poor guy that gets the ambassador job.
Sir Jonathan Hines.
He's not a character we know, is he?
No.
No.
But shall I just say what I've written down next to him for my note?
Oh, yeah.
What a Tory.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry. I mean, I get it, but he's irritating.
Yeah.
He's poncy and thinks,
I thought he did quite a good job, though. Like, he came across quite well, and like when she starts speaking Russian, he joins in and
yeah, that was good. Yeah,
he did a good job of for a Tory.
Well played, old man. Yeah, he did do his best, and I really like the whole diplomacy, and they're sort of walking on eggshells, not wanting to offend. Like, we call this world Earth, but that's a symbolic name, and we mean no disrespect to the waters and the skies. Yeah.
It was nice. The gift I thought was a nice idea. Like, here's something you could never have possibly come in contact with. Doesn't this smell lovely? Or something. Like,
yes.
If an alien turned up and granted you ability to see a new colour or something.
Yeah. I wondered how they were going to respond to that, like whether they might find it a bit patronising.
Yeah, I could see it going either way.
Yeah. But they seemed okay with it.
Yeah.
Quite a dark bit there where the children that should have been born.
Yeah.
They look like egg sacs, is that what they are? Or?
I assume so.
Yeah. And she said they should have been born, but they choked on your oil and poison and excrement, which is clearly just, she meant to say shit, but...
We didn't think we could quite get away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's depressing.
It's very depressing, but it's obviously setting up this huge theme that this series is going to be focusing on.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think it was too preachy at all.
Not at all, no, I thought it was good.
Especially in this episode. You might argue it maybe more so in the second, but yeah, definitely not in this one. I thought it was perfectly valid.
Absolutely, yeah.
And how she said it.
And it's a great means of telling this story, like using a science fiction element to... I mean, that's what science fiction is for. To tell us stories about...
That's what Doctor Who always has done.
Yeah.
Like, to the people that are complaining that it's woke and it's preachy and all this sort of stuff...
just idiots,
it always has been. Always has been. The Daily Mail is horrible.
Yeah. So yeah, the kind of crux of the episode, the kind of cliffhanger, the Homo Aqua choose Barclay as ambassador.
Yeah.
Because he showed respect to the dead body.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Yes.
The way he says, "May," and his voice breaks is what I like.
It's very funny. I do find it amusing, though, how they point. They say, we would speak with him, and then everyone turns and looks, and it's like, he is so far away. How can you possibly tell who she's pointing at specifically?
Yeah.
Like, there's many men in that line of where she's pointing that she could have been mentioning.
Roger's getting even more annoyed at this point.
Oh, yes. Should have been me!
Should have been me. Then everyone would have known how to spell my name.
Yes. I like that, though, that they noticed that he showed respect, and that makes him, a decent person.
Because no one else has. Everyone else has just sort of walked around, set up a camp, patrolled around, waited for trouble. Like, he's the only one that's actually appreciated it's a dead body.
Yeah. Because it does look so pitiful, that body just hanging up there, that's been strung up there.
Yeah.
I can understand he would feel something.
Yeah. It was a nice little moment when he did, cross himself.
Yeah, even as he says he's not religious, he doesn't even know why he did it.
No.
And how Kate's like, what are they, Christians now? She's very, when she's like, get me information on him now, I want to read.
Stat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she throws her weight around a little bit.
She does, yeah.
It's a great cliffhanger.
It is really good.
Lots happens in this episode.
I was so shocked when the episode ended because I didn't realise it'd been going that long. I was thinking there must be more.
Yeah. I was so glad it was
the double bill.
Sort of a two-parter. Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah, I'm glad they did that. I'm very excited to see where it goes.
Me too. And nervous.
Yeah.
I gotta hope it works.
I do.
Because it's so nice seeing all these reviews of everyone saying how good it is. And it must be so nice for Russell, considering he's come back after an era that did so well, to then not be so well received. It's nice for him that he's getting all this respect. It would be such a shame if his last thing was the reality war.
Well, exactly, yeah.
I'd heard somewhere that, I don't know how true this is, that he'd come back specifically for spin-offs. The main show wasn't really his main focus, that he wanted to work on spin-offs.
He wanted to kind of build up this Hooniverse, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, no, I do remember he was saying about how, he looks at what Star Wars has, for example, and being like, Doctor Who should be like, Doctor Who should have that,
Yeah. And I've never understood why it didn't.
Yeah.
It's got so much room, like literally all of time and space, like parallel worlds, all sort, everything. Like, there isn't a story that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very excited.
Well, very promising start.
Very promising. We are excited.
Watch this space, yeah. Thanks for discussing it with me.
Yeah, very welcome.
Now, I've introduced a segment recently. First introduced in our Patreon exclusive episode. It's called Whom 101. It's
I don't know what the rules are. I know you briefly told me what you might be doing. I didn't.
Well, I liked. Yeah, you had a suggestion, and I did take that on board.
Okay.
So yeah, the idea is that you will tell me something that is your kind of pet peeve of Doctor Who. It could be an episode that you really don't like, or like a trope that comes up a lot, or anything remotely related to Doctor Who that you would like to sort of lightheartedly would want to banish to the room. And I've got a bank of ones that are already in it, which you, if you wish, you also have the opportunity to save one of those and say, actually, defend it where you think that should come out of the room. So far, we've got Doctor Companion romances, cheap catchphrases for monsters to shout out, bringing out the famous villains only for the finales, two-parters that could easily have been one episode, seeing the Weeping Angels move, and Doctor Who canon in general.
Okay. Well, the one I would like to add is going through the whole faff of bringing Gallifrey back only to destroy it again.
Yeah.
I don't know as I need to say much more. We never needed to go back necessarily, but destroying it was very infuriating for me. Considering Moffat had done a pretty good job of slowly building it up over several series and making it a possibility again. And then suddenly... Only for the first story by anyone else to be, nah, it's gone.
Yeah, you're right. That is very frustrating.
Yeah. I would have almost accepted it if it had been, like, the part of a story was it gets destroyed again. But to immediately go straight to it's destroyed was, like, such a shame to me.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a good addition.
That would be mine.
We can banish that.
Now, what did I feel of the ones to save? Yeah, bringing back villains. It's just nice sometimes. I don't care about fan service. I love it. I think it's great. As long as it's done well. Because sometimes, like, the immediate thing that comes to my mind of something like Tim Shaw or something in being the finale villain for Jodie's first series felt so underwhelming to me. And it's like, oh, is that what we're doing? Sometimes a Dalek just really hits where you need it to.
Absolutely. Yeah, I completely get that.
Yeah. That's not to say that I wouldn't like some other characters or whatever to be introduced to build up to join that list of big hitters. I know sort of Moffat did that a bit with the Silence, and I suppose to an extent with the Weeping Angels, but I feel like you can't really ever have them as a big bad in the same way because they can't talk. So they can't really plot or have a plan in the same kind of way. But yeah, I would like more adding to the roster, but yeah, I just like it when they come back.
I know, I agree, really.
Call me basic, but I do like it.
I'm not sure if the person who put this in, whether they meant, finales always bringing back famous villains, or was it more that they only seem to get used for finales and not just like box standard mid-episodes? But yeah, either way, sometimes it's just fun to do that. Yeah.
And if it's done well, yeah, great.
Yeah.
So when you don't see them coming is the best.
Yes.
And then they go and put them in the trailers and it ruins it.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Johnson.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for that.
Welcome.
Pleasure to have you back on the podcast.
Pleasure to be back. Thank you for having me.
If you enjoyed listening to Ianto and you enjoy Inside Number 9, go and check out our podcast, The Ninth Degree.
Thank you. Come have a listen.
I'll be back next week with another guest to talk about episode 2 of The War Between the Land and the Sea. But until then, stay cool, stay safe,
stay fantastic.